Shalom, this is GMS Holland Sit Downs coming back with a lesson. I want to give all praises, glory, and the highest honor to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rakakadash. Double honors to the elder apostle, great millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect out there that's spreading His word, His sincerity, and the truth all over the four corners of the earth. I just received a news article from the brother. I can't open it right now because I ain't got no internet over here in Aruba. But what's going on right now is the Brexit happened, officially happened the 31st of January. And in that same week, I made a video wherein Europe says that they are terrified of the things that are going to happen in Europe, among the EU, because Britain stepped off. So I made that video, which is really wherein I was showing that the strong part of the 10 toes, which is the iron, broke off, which is prophecy. Because guess what? The scripture does say that the iron and the miry clay was not going to be able to stick together. So that happened. A part of the iron broke off, and now the tension is rising in Europe concerning the money, man. And I already said it, man. There's gonna be a gap in the economy because of Britain. They call it Great Britain. The UK, United Kingdom, breaking off. So now there was a news article where they said they're gonna have to fill up the gap of 81 billion euros, 81 billion euros in the market. They're gonna have to fill up that gap. So Europe is now about to face a time of recession, a time of crisis, like they like to call it, wherein they're gonna have lack of money, man. Not enough money to keep up the market, the economy, because of Britain. And it's gonna take approximately about a year to get back on terms with Britain because of the deals. They're gonna have to make the deals in this year, this upcoming year. Because the UK did break off from the EU, but they can still make deals among each other. The EU can still make deals with the UK, but the UK is just separated from them, which caused this gap. This gap, I believe it said, like a fire, a flaming fire, something to that effect, gap in the market of 81 billion euros. And then it said that gap needs to be filled up by the, how did they call it? By the bigger families. I don't know if they was referring to the banker families or whatever, but it's probably gonna be filled up by them, because you know how it goes. These banker families, they have so much money that they need thousands of lifetimes to spend that money. If they stop gaining money right now, they still needed a thousand lifetimes, not years, lifetimes. And one lifetime is what? Around 70, 80 years. around 1,000 lifetimes to spend all that money. You know, it's impossible to spend that money that they have. You know, they have the fatness of the earth, all the riches. You know, like the scripture says, but they're gonna have to fill up that gap. You know, that is falling in the market right now. And together with that, the EU is gonna make sure that the individual countries that are in or that are a part of the EU gonna try their best to fill it up. So how do you think they're gonna fill it up, man? By the pockets of the people. So the taxes is gonna be raised. You know, there's gonna come a form of hyperinflation. Things is gonna get more expensive. Not yet a hyperinflation. Eventually there will come a hyperinflation. But we will have to see if it's gonna happen right now. But the EU is entering into you surprised me, huh? The dog ran up. Yeah. Here it's crazy, man. The dogs actually do what they have to do, which is guard the place. So we're gonna have to see if it's gonna fall into a deep ditch. But 81 billion euro gap in the market is gonna cause problems amongst all these countries, man. You know, they're gonna have to step their game up because of the UK. You know, like I said in the previous video, the UK is that strong part of the EU. These fucking letters is tripping me up. The UK is a strong part of the EU. Was a strong part of the EU. And Merkel spoke about it. You know, or someone of Merkel's party spoke about it. That is gonna be difficult for them, man. Because why? Germany is part of the iron, which is the strong parts of the EU. There you have Holland, which is also a strong part of the EU. France, Belgium. You see, so things is gonna happen, man. Things is gonna happen. This news was from today. So things is gonna happen. The taxes gonna go up. Back in the days, the taxes wasn't no 21%, man. Now the taxes of products you buy is 21%. The taxes that you pay on the food in the supermarkets is 9%. If they need more money, they up in the taxes. You know, they just add some percentages to it. So, you know, just quick thoughts, or like I call it, GMS news. You know, observing what's gonna happen. It's too bad that I couldn't pull up the article, but yeah, this is the fulfillment, man. This is the fulfillment of Ecclesiastes chapter 12. You know, the vintage shall fail. You know, the keepers of the house is trembling. You know, let me pull up that scripture real quick. Let me pull up that scripture real quick. Ecclesiastes chapter 12. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 3. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. The keepers of the house, if you look up the word economy, it goes into house, oikos. The Greek word is oikos. It goes into the word house. You see, so this the keepers of the house are the keepers of the economy. The people that focus on the stock markets, the people that focus on the, you know, on the economy and how it's going and what's gonna be in it for the future. So they're gonna tremble at a certain point, which they are trembling right now because of this news that came out today. 81 billion euros short, a gap in the stock markets, a gap in the economy because of the UK leaving, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and the daughters of music shall be brought low. So a lot of things in the economy is gonna fall down, collapse. People are gonna be irritated because of the work, you know, less payments, higher costs, you know. It's all gonna come to an end. So with that, I'm gonna say, Call Allah, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, Bashem Kakadash, Shalom to the elect.